And in the title, I also put Toby Keith, Shabia Twain. I think it was supposed to be Shania Twain. Duh. Duh. Duh.
What? Well, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
Welcome back to the channel, Otniff Drop Flips, which is Ford Pinto spelled backwards. I'm a part-time reseller. I sell on eBay part-time, not because I need the money, just because I enjoy doing it. I enjoy going to garage sales, thrift stores, finding those undervalued items and flipping them online for a profit. So if you like content like this, stick around. I'm going to show you what sold this week. I'll let you know where I sourced the item from, meaning where I picked it up, what I paid for the item, and what the item sold for. Now, I'm out here in my vineyard. I'll kind of spin it around here. You can kind of see. We are in fall. Things are starting to die off. I live out here in Missouri. Most of the year we're always green, but as you can see, things are starting to die off because it is fall. Another reason I brought you out here is this is another project I've been doing. This is a small vineyard, but as you can see in the background, I do have my gazebo back there. I do plan on producing wine at some point in time, but next year I'm going to open this up for venues, whether it's wedding venues, business venues. Might actually do a spin-off channel from the reselling, what's all involved in opening up another business like this one. But you probably came here to see what sold, so let's jump into the eBay store and see what sold. Back in the eBay store, today we've got 8 orders going out for $311, so let's get started. First item we have going out, we actually have 2 of these orders going out. These are some of the free magazines. This is the Life Explorers December 2022 magazine. The Salem Witch Trials True Witch Hunt.
We have found the witch, may we burn her?
So that's gonna be right up here, and I believe it could be these 2. So it's these 2 magazines right here, into these for nothing. This sold for $605, and the buyer is paying $463 in shipping. This sold for $591, and the buyer is paying $463 in shipping. The next item going out, this is a pretty good item. This is a new Javila, if I pronounce that correctly, 8-cup coffee maker with thermal craft. It is color green, and the model number was C60BC. This is on shelf 06. That should be right over here. And yep, there it is right there. It's nice to get this out of here. This thing's huge and takes up a lot of room. So it's this right here. Picked this up at one of the local thrift stores here in town for $10. This sold for $59.99, and the buyer is paying $30.90 in shipping. We have a Bible going out. This is a Tyndale Holy Bible, New Living Translation. And in the title, I did put red lettering, nice soft leather, and it dates back to 2007. Most Bibles I get at one of the local thrift stores for free. This is in T3. That should be back over here. It's going to be this bin. Take this out. Should be this guy right on top. Yep, this is it right here. This sold for $16.95 and the buyer is paying $8.85 in shipping. Not sure why the shipping's so high, because this is a Bible and it can go out media mail. Next thing we have going out, we have some more of those dishes. These are the vintage set of 4 Joanne Hovland, Bavaria, Germany, China. And I did put blue garland. These are the dinner plates, or 10-inch dinner plates. Buyer came in and bought 2 sets of them. I normally lot 4 plates together. So they came in and bought all 8 plates. That's on 15. And it should be these ones right here. So let me set the camera down, pull those out. So it's these plates right here. Want to be careful, it's all 8 of them. Picked these up at a garage sale here in town where I bought the complete set for $20. These sold for $37.32, and I just noticed the buyer elected to do a local pickup. So I'll have to look up the address, and if it's close by, that's probably why they did a local pickup. But I've had that happen before, and I've had to have them cancel the order, relist it, and then they go through and choose the correct shipping option. But if this is the local pickup, I'll actually add it onto the video right here. This next item is not a big item. This is a Pyramid stereo headphones. It is model HP-30. Mono independent volume control, and I'm into it for $1. This item's not in inventory,
Not there.
so I went and checked one place, which are newer listed items, but I knew this was an older item I'd listed, and I've got 2 bins right here of listed items that's not in inventory, and it's right here. So into these for $1 from one of the local thrift stores. This sold for $16.96, and the buyer is paying $8.85 in shipping. Have a video game going out. This is for the Sega Genesis. This is a Comics Zone. Sega Genesis, dates back to 1995.
Cannot survive without them.
So you want to live in a comic book?
Greetings, puny mortals!
Welcome to the Comic Zone. Slay fiendish villains that get drawn back in page by hellish page.
And on some of the listings, I had seen that they put authentic game cartridge. And I could tell, basically, looking at the comps, it was identical, so I used the same one. This is in bin M, so we're coming back over to here. And that's gonna be right here. It's this guy right here. As you see, it's got a Tor label on it. If the label wasn't torn, I could probably, would have probably been able to get a little bit more for it. Paid $1 for this. This sold for $18.66, and the buyer is paying $5.25 in shipping. Last item we have going out today. This is a Garmin Drive 5-inch USA LM EX GPS navigation with lifetime maps. This is in bin Q. So that should be right in here. Sometimes I pick these up with the box. Sometimes I pick them up without a box. The listing shows a box. And so, yep, this is the correct one. Paid $5 at local thrift store here in town. This sold for $41.79, and the buyer is paying $8.45 in shipping. Just wanted to jump in the video real quick. Received this from a good friend of mine, Kevin, Commonwealth Picker. You might know him. So I've already opened it here. Let's take it out and see what it is. Aha. This is one of his keychain black lights. So I don't have any uranium glass right now, but I can keep this with me at all times now. And when I go to thrift stores, I can actually check to see if some of the glass is uranium glass. Kevin does have these for sale on his website, which is commonwealthpicker.com. Go check it out. Go get one. Today we've got 6 orders going out for $180, so let's get to work. First thing we have going out, this item I got from a friend of mine. He got a bunch of Amazon return items, and he tried to give me some. I didn't want anything to do with it. He gave me a couple and said, just try it. So I listed one of them. Didn't even think this thing would even sell. And, well, Rob, if you're watching, one of them sold. This is a OWL long-range wireless driveway alarm. I did put no backplate for the battery. I seen one out there listed, so this one I listed under that. So, again, into this for nothing. This is going to be an L3. So, come over here. And this is it right here. And you can see it doesn't have a back plate on it. So into this for nothing. This sold for $9.75, and the buyer is paying $5.85 in shipping. Next item we have going out. Buyer, I had 2 of them. Buyer came in and bought both both of them. This is off that huge high bid haul, the one that we're tracking, the $600 one. This is 2 vintage large Sagatuck thermal shirt dry goods, men's heavyweight long underwear made in the USA, and they are right here. So these were in one of the lot boxes that had a bunch of gloves in it. Well, I didn't move the gloves to the side. I said, I'll get to that later. Happened to move the gloves aside, and I found a bunch of vintage long underwear in it. So I got these things listed. So I'd say cost of goods into these is maybe 50 cents each. Both of these sold for $35.82, $35.52, and the buyer is paying $12.45 in shipping. The next item we have going out today, it's off of the previous video where the buyer wanted to do a local pickup. This was for the Joanne Hovland, Bavarian, Germany. It is China.
People say, oh, you don't like China. I like China. China.
And it's the blue garland dinner plates. I listed them in quantity of 4. Buyer came in and bought both quantities. So 8 plates total going out. Reached out to that buyer and they said they selected that by mistake. So the only thing I could do, because the buyer asked if I could still ship it out. I said the only thing I can do is cancel the order, and they can come in and repurchase it and then select the correct shipping option that they want. So that's what we did. They came in, they did that, and those sold. So I'll show you those in there. Again, these plates sold for $38.20, and the buyer is paying $17.90 in shipping. Next thing going out, this is a First Alert. The model is SA303. It is a 9-volt battery operated ionization sensor smoke alarm. It is new in the package. Picked this up at the thrift store. I'm into it for $2. I picked up 2 at the same time, so I got 2. Just got to make sure I get the correct one. And they're going to be, I think they're under here. Yes. I don't think it's this one. I think it's this one. Let's look at the picture. No, it's not this one. Huh. Let me set the camera down. I've got to find it.
20 minutes later.
Okay, was able to find it. It was in the bin. It was just buried on the bottom. So these were the 2 that I was looking at. This one here was buried down way below. So this thing right here, into it for $2 from the local thrift store. This sold for $17.36. And the buyer is paying $8.45 in shipping. Next item we have going out, we have some, this is an RA item. I've had it for a while. This is Maybelline New York 835 Very Cherry Lipstick Pink. This is in bin H. Let's see here. It's terrible being short.
Short people got no reason. Short people got no reason to live.
All right, let's take this down. I can't find it. Oh, here we go, right here. It's one of these. It should be $6.35. This is $8.35. Uh-oh. This is very cherry. I must have keyed it incorrectly. So we'll send it out. Might come back and buyer wants to return it. This is going free shipping, so if I get a return or the buyer reaches out, I'll just tell them to keep the item and I'll give them a full refund. I believe I'm into this for maybe a quarter, 50 cents. This sold for $8.92 and it is going free shipping. And the last item we have going out, this is a lot of 6 country music video DVDs, and in the title I also put Toby Keith, Shania Twain. I think it was supposed to be Shania Twain. Duh.
What? I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
Sammy Kershaw and more. This is going to be in C3, so we're coming back over here. Let's see here. C3 right here. And I think I see them right there on top. So it's all of these right here. I'm into these for 50 cents each, so total cost of goods, that's $3. This sold for $17.36, and the buyer is paying $5.38 in shipping. These we can send out media mail. So if you made it this far into the video, I want to thank you. It means a lot to me. Now, I'm not one of these YouTubers that's actually making money on YouTube. I'm not monetized yet. But if you want to try to help and support the channel, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe down below, and hit that bell notification. That will let you know the next time I post a video. I've been trying to do a video at least once a week. We'll have to see how that goes. Like I said, I'm part-time in reselling, so I have my primary job, which I don't talk about. That takes a lot of my time, but I do this on the side, and the reason I do it, I enjoy doing it, and I wanted to bring you along for the journey. So it's been a while. In closing the video, I just want to say, keep picking.